Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? Sorry I got here like a minute late. I've been trying to be on time, but unfortunately, as soon as I clicked in to enter the studio, it wasn't able to register my mic or my camera, which seems to be a common problem with StreamYards. And basically, I had to close out, and I lost all the tabs that I had open for the stream tonight. So, apologies, my bad. It's on me. But also it's on StreamYard. So blame StreamYards for any difficulties that I'm having tonight. Anyways, I hope you're all doing okay. As promised, tonight is the stream about politics. And I want to go over a bunch of different stories. And like I said, unfortunately, it closed out all my tabs, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Steve should be joining us tonight. I know he's got some stuff going on with his family, so he may not be able to make it, unfortunately. Oh, Raviolo, I haven't seen you here in a long time. How you doing, buddy? Pix called me a dork. Jerk. Kiki, how you doing? Spin, how you doing? Kurogani, if this goes to Supreme Court, it'll be interesting because there are 6 justices that were smeared by Democrats. Yeah, it's true. Actually, you know what? Someone pointed out, and it's like, and I don't know if this is really, like, I try to think that the judges on the Supreme Court are supposed to be impartial, not biased in any way, but Clarence Thomas was accused of being a rapist by Joe Biden in the 90s, like hardcore accused by Joe Biden. And Kavanaugh was grilled as being a gang rapist by Kamala Harris. Can you just imagine, right? They're sitting there just all, oh, you dirty motherfuckers, we got you now. Now, I do think that they're better men than that, honestly. I do. I think, because a lot of people said Kavanaugh was going to be a stooge for Trump. And, with the way that he was treated by people in the media and everything, I think it was very likely that he would just go with whatever Trump said just to fuck with them. But, there have been cases where he's just disagreed with the things that, clearly Trump wants him to do in relation to things like abortion and everything. And, Clarence Thomas seems like a very honorable man as well. So I wouldn't get my hopes up there. But I do think Trump has some actual avenues that he does need to pursue. And I need to get these stories pulled up for you guys. So just give me a little bit here because it is it's gonna be very interesting the next few weeks. Now, I want to preface this by saying, how do I put it? If Donald Trump actually loses the election, okay, he should concede the election 100%, and everyone should accept the results. But that does not happen because people in media have basically said, we declared Joe Biden the president-elect, and everybody needs to fall in line and accept it. It doesn't work that way. Okay, the results of the election need to be certified. They will not be certified until Trump actually exhausts all of his legal options. I do not want a situation like with what happened with Hillary Clinton, where Hillary Clinton conceded the election and then went on for 4 fucking years about how the election was actually stolen from her. I'm not playing that game. Donald Trump is doing it right now. He's not going to whine and bitch for 4 fucking years. And if he does, I'll tune it the fuck out. I'll tune everybody the fuck out. He is taking it to the courts. All right. He has a conservative majority on the Supreme Courts. And if he does not get his way on the Supreme Court, then he needs to concede the election. Okay. I just want to make that clear for everybody. I don't want to ever be taken out of context on this. All right. When the results are certified and Joe Biden is the winner, Joe Biden is the winner. Until that point, Joe Biden has not won the election. It does not work that way. There seem to be a lot of people who think that because CNN or Fox News or New York Times, because they say, oh, we projected Joe Biden to win. Projected does not mean that he is the winner of the election. It does need to be certified, okay? We will get there. We will. A lot of people are saying it really does look like Joe Biden won. Perfectly fine. Okay, but Donald Trump has every right to challenge it legally. And I think that there are some serious questions that need to be answered. Whether or not it changes the result of anything, I want these questions answered. Okay, because we have people willing to go on the record willing to testify under oath that there was fraud that did occur, that there was malfeasance that did occur, that there was the backdating of ballots, that there were people not verifying signatures, that they were taking ballots out of envelopes so you couldn't actually see when they had arrived and then just shoving them in with other ballots. That all needs to be looked into. 100%, it all needs to be looked into. And you know what? If the Supreme Court finds that this did occur and they say that, you know what, we're not doing a recount, all those votes are going to be invalidated, fuck you, Pennsylvania, fuck you, Michigan. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Because, you know, I don't want to play these dumb little games with people where somehow they believe that a backwater fucking country like Russia, fuck you, Russia, hacked our fucking election in 2016 and stole it for Donald Trump. But at the same time, it believes that there could be no wrongdoing in 2020. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you just imagine the mental gymnastics you have to do to get there? Right? I don't know. Fuck it. I swear. I don't mind you hanging down my feet, but you got to stop trying to treat my feet like a snack. No. Yeah. Trying to chew on my leg. Jesus. What's wrong with Russia? Everything. Everything is wrong with Russia. It's far too cold, and the majority of Russia is in Asia. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Uh-oh.
You have the charger?
Yes, I'm charging my phone.
I needed my phone at 1%. You're not charging your phone.
All right, I took my phone off the charger for a second.
Hurry.
Jasmine, you have to grab it from there.
Nobody look.
Love you too, baby! Oh, man. Okay, so we have cases going on right now in Nevada. We have several whistleblowers, some that work for the department, like the election officials are like coming forward, blowing the whistle and shit. We have stories out of Michigan, right? Signed affidavits in Michigan. There's okay, lot of shit going on tonight. So Detroit ballots backdated. Election workers, Detroit election worker ordered to backdate ballots witnessed. We have things going on in Pennsylvania. So I'm getting everything ready for you guys. I do apologize. But again, unfortunately, I had to reset my browser when I had all of these links already pulled up and ready. And another thing I want to highlight tonight, too, is some tweets by Jake Tapper of CNN and by Michelle Obama. Many of you may know her as the first lady. I have a stutter like the potential president-elect Joe Biden. I'm so sorry. I meant to say wife of Barack Obama, not the first husband of Barack. That would have been really embarrassing, right? But I want to highlight some of their tweets because, look, no one should pay for Calvert until he agrees to sit for an interview with me where I ask him all the questions you have about how he's conducted himself as a candidate for U.S. Senate. As you can see, but Trails Tillis is sending fundraising pitches where the proceeds are split between Cunningham's candidate. Whatever. I don't listen to anything out of CNN at this point. I mean, I watch them, but I take everything with a massive grain of salt. Oh man. But yes, Jake Tapper stating things about future employers. Michelle Obama saying we cannot forget how many people voted for Donald Trump. Really sick shit. But we do have some good news today. I did want to highlight that as well about the vaccine. And look, I'm not going to get super conspiratorial, but I saw it in Jake Tapper's timeline, so I definitely wanted to go into it. Donald Trump said something about how he talked about how they had the vaccine, that they knew that they were going to be releasing it, and that they didn't want to release it until after the election. And, Donald Trump had been teasing for a while about this vaccine, right? I mean, repeatedly talking about how there's a vaccine just about to come out, just about weeks away. And remember, he was being fact checked, and they said that's false. We're talking about maybe summer, maybe not until winter next year. We're gonna be dealing with COVID until we're fucking 80, right? Right? Fact checking like crazy. And what happens? Well, they announced President-elect Joe Biden on Saturday, and on Monday, the company. Pfizer comes out and says, "Oh, guys, guess what? We do have a vaccine, and it's 90% ready." Could you just imagine? It just happened to be like the following Monday after they announced it. It's totally coincidental. It's just convenient timing. And I was talking to one of my coworkers, right? And she actually really hates Trump, and she actually likes the idea of Joe Biden being president. We talked about it. I said, I don't think it'll be the worst thing in the world. I really don't. I mean, there are far worse things that can happen. Believe me. Candidate asteroid. We could have gotten candidate asteroid. But while we were talking, right, she brought up the vaccine, and her point to me was, well, wouldn't it be wrong of them to announce that there's a vaccine ready right now when it could sway people to vote for Donald Trump? And I said, well, if they have the vaccine and they know they have the vaccine, isn't it wrong for them to withhold that information from the public when, to be frank, Donald Trump's Operation Warp Speed is what allowed the vaccine to be completed? And, we went back and forth, but she did acknowledge that Donald Trump, she said, well, Joe Biden would have said the same thing. I said, fine, but Donald Trump is literally being called a mass murderer who has blood on his hands, who's responsible for every single COVID death, who has no plan, and everything's just going to get so much worse under a Donald Trump presidency. I said, didn't that sway people during the election? She said, yes, it did. So I said, well, even if knowing that we do have a vaccine now, which you can credit Trump for, even in a minor way, isn't it wrong to withhold that information? She said, yeah, begrudgingly agreed with me. I said, well, that's my issue with this, right? It's pretty damn clear based on the things that Trump was saying during the debates that they knew a vaccine was coming out. So I want to know why Pfizer would withhold that information. And I guess they gave an interview to Axios where they said, no, it happened on Sunday in the mid-afternoon. We don't know what he's talking about. Nobody believes you except for the Biden sycophants who, to be frank with you, probably don't believe you either, but are willing to go with it because they hate Trump that much. I want to know what the actual fuck is going on. The fact that it was 2 days, the following Monday, after Biden was announced president-elect, all of a sudden, 95% accurate. We have a vaccine that's 95% effective, and we should be able to get this out there. The actual fuck. Why not come forward and say, hey, we believe we have a vaccine. If you want to say you just found out the results on Sunday, fuck you. Why not just come out and say, we're pretty damn sure we have a vaccine that will be ready by January. If all goes according to plan, something. No. 2 days after, I don't want to be called a fucking conspiracy theorist. This is more like common fucking sense. Right? If Trump is telling people repeatedly, we will have a vaccine coming out in weeks, and no statement from Pfizer at all for over a month, and then 2 days after Biden is announced the president-elect, oh, we actually have a vaccine. It's 95% effective. And we just found out about this yesterday. Yeah. I believe that. I believe that so fucking much. I believe it so much. I am confident that they are telling the truth to us, like they told the truth to us about everything. Like they told the truth to us about the polls. I believe that everybody tells the truth, and they just somehow are consistently fucking wrong. And only when it negatively impacts Trump, of course, right? Then I mean, if it was anything positive, well, they would lie about that too, let's be honest. Look, okay, so I know I went off on a bit of a rant there. Forgive me, but come on. Guys, I see we have like 18 people watching the stream right now. So let me just remind everybody, okay? We are giving away 3 copies of Cyberpunk 2077 to our subscribers. We just need to hit 1,200 subs by January 1st. And all you have to do to enter into the raffle from there, be a subscriber and drop at least one comment on any of the videos that we have uploaded. Not on the streams here, although I love you guys in the chat. But you have to drop it on any of our video uploads so I can go back, see it, and put you into the raffle, okay? So do me a favor, tweet this stream out, share it with your friends, blast it out all over social media. I don't care, bribe them with a fucking muffin or something. People love fucking muffins. Bribe them with a muffin, tell them, hey, buy this fucking muffin and maybe we can get a copy of Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe we can both get a copy. You never know. Never know, it's not impossible. Statistical improbability that you and your friend will enter into this raffle and both of you will win. But we've seen plenty of statistical improbabilities in this election. So it could happen. It could happen. That's all I'm saying. And if you want to like guarantee your chances even further, then donate $1 to us on Patreon because we'll be giving away a 4th copy of Cyberpunk 2077 to one lucky Patreon member on January 1st, regardless of whether or not we hit the sub goal on our YouTube channel. Okay? But please help us out. Help us out. Help us grow. Help us expand. And a bunch of other good stuff. Thank you. Crow approves of you. Okay, so let's get back into it. shameless self-promotion. I apologize. Let me read some of you guys' comments because I know I've been talking for a bit, and then I want to go into some of these stories. So let's see here. Where are we? Let me start here. I'm laughing at Disney about to lose millions of subscribers this Thursday. Fuck Disney. That Pedro Pascal piece of shit fucking pissed me the fuck off. Taking money from a company that does business in China where they filmed a movie next to fucking concentration camps. He takes that fucking paycheck and he turns around and calls other people Nazis. That piece of human shit in a skin suit. Facts with Robbie, who's not tech savvy and his teeth are full of cavities. What? I hope Trump wins his cases. I do too. I do. And if he loses them, you know what? We should be better than these mouth-breathing jackasses that for the past 4 years have said Putin has a piss tape of Donald Trump and he is being blackmailed. We should be better than that, okay? There's nothing higher than the Supreme Court's 100%. I'm a Joker dance. Promptly dies like... Stop, Raviolo. I hope the bad people get arrested. I do too, but unfortunately, the world's not perfect and it's not fair either. What's wrong with Russia? I already respond to that, everything. The cute kitty. No. Bucket is an old cat, and I love him, but he's a prick. He could be a massive prick. Little kitty wants love. Stop it. Stop supporting. My comrade Mother Russia is best country. How dare you talk about motherland Russia? I understand. The reason why I have to talk shit about Russia is so nobody knows that I'm actually just a Russian bot. There is no crow here. This is all simulation. It's virtual reality. This room is fake, right? This room is fake. It's computer generated from a fucking Soviet laptop. Fucking hell. Hello Kitty robe. Yeah, Jasmine loves her Hello Kitty robe. I will now pop open a vodka bottle or something now. Share some with me, comrade. I hope the people that did crimes get arrested. I do too. Verots, I think, is there a name even called a voting poll location? And asked if anything is irregular occurring. I have a report and the person on the phone hung up. That doesn't surprise me. Crow, do you see this message? Do you see this message? What is wrong with Mother Russia? Is that Russian or Transylvania? Come on, man. This has shown me the Democrats are racist pieces of shit. I mean, they're racist pieces of shit. This doesn't show me that they're racist pieces of shit. I've already known that. Is there in any one of these states that are in question? If anyone wants to report fraudulent crime, I have DM'd the link to the tips of lying. I'll go and tweet that out because now it's actually the relevant stream for it. So let me get that. Where is it? Okay. Here we go. Guys, I don't want you to go here and spam it, but if you know someone who's reporting a story, go to that link I just put into the chat. Click on it, send it out to people. Do not fucking spam it, though. Don't spam it because you want to support it or help it out. They need to look into legitimate claims. So, I know most of you are really good with this stuff, but, just have to give that, that statement of clarity. Optimus is being an idiot right now. And people on Twitter are like, Trump couldn't make a vaccine in 4 years. Biden did in 1 week, and he's a saint. I'm like, you're all a bunch of sheep to believe that. I saw Scaramucci tweet that out, right? He's anti-Trump guy like crazy, right? And he was tweeting it out as like a joke because people are going to credit Biden now. And you know that they are. And people actually took it seriously. I was like, I think he's trolling, guys. I think he's really trolling. I feel like the vaccine announcement was trying to make Biden better, but that makes it worse because they withheld it from the public. 100%. Thank you, Kurogani. They still need to test the vaccine to prove 90% claim. I think they already have it in testing, or they've already tested it. Yeah, let's see here. The problem is that the virus has 3 supposed strains. Does it cure the first strain or all the strains? Hard to say. But to my understanding, the other strains are less lethal than the first strain is. So, you know, if there's anyone in the States, yeah, I tweeted that out, or I put that in the comment section. I won't lie. I find the vaccine being announced right after the election results very fishy. Yeah, it's 100% suspect. Angry Slug, Colton, and Macy end up winning all 3 copies with Crow's luck. I mean, they have to sub to the channel and drop a comment. And it's got to be a comment that doesn't get flagged by the content filter. I am sorry, but dude, we've been getting spammed by bots, like fucking porn account bots. And I've had to delete some of those fucking comments. I hate doing that, but it's clearly fucking bots leaving these comments. Well, it's fishy, but there's nothing I really care about as far as politics. I'm just glad there's a real chance COVID-19 will be over soon. Oh, I completely agree. Enough with the Russia jokes. Something hit my head or something. There's the link for you guys. Kai, how you doing? Kai, great seeing you here. Let's jump into the first story. And I want to warn y'all, this is from Rudy Giuliani. It's a statement from Rudy Giuliani. And people question his credibility, but there's a follow-up to the story from Attorney General William Barr. So first off, let's go into it. Rudy Giuliani, 450,000 Pennsylvania mail-in ballots were processed while Republican observers were illegally kept away. That is going to be a big issue, okay? I want to be very clear here. Obviously, he has to prove this, but we have poll watchers who have said they were kept away, or because the left has been like just hammering us home. There were poll watchers there. What do you mean? There were poll watchers there. Yeah, the poll watchers are saying they were kept 30 plus feet away from where the ballots were actually being counted, and nobody could see what was going on. Okay? I'm going to guess that they are not lying and they're telling the truth, right? And if we assume that they're not all fucking lying, then it doesn't matter if you left them in the room, but you blocked them from being able to actually see what was going on. That is stupid to actually make that claim. But again, you're talking to people on the left who believe that Putin has a piss tape of Donald Trump. So you're not actually talking to anybody with a modicum of any fucking intelligence. I know. I'm taking cheap shots at people tonight. Rudy Giuliani, President Donald Trump's attorney, blasted the DOJ during an interview Sunday with Fox News host Maria Bartiromo. Where is the DOJ? Bartiromo asked. Where is Bill Barr on this? If this was systemic and you've got all the evidence, where is the DOJ? Okay, the answer is that I don't know and I can't worry about, Giuliani said. I have a follow-up, and the follow-up is Bill Barr is actually looking into it now. So that is very important. Okay, sorry guys. Need to get my timestamps in order. It really would be wrong for him at this point. It'd be wrong for him to concede. Giuliani told Sunday Morning Futures, there is strong evidence that this election, that at least 3 or 4 states and possibly 10, it was stolen. In other words, it was based on false votes. Now, you can't let that election go into history without challenging that. Again, bold claim, he actually needs to prove it. There are upwards of 50 witnesses, and this will be the subject of a lawsuit that we will file tomorrow for violating civil rights, for conducting an unfair election, for violating the law of the state, for treating Pittsburgh and Philadelphia different than the rest of the state, which is an equal protection violation, which goes under Bush v. Gore. Giuliani said on Sunday, we're at now 450,000 definitive mail-in ballots that they separated from the envelope, threw the envelope away. We can never tell if they are valid or not. I want to be very clear here, right? He is not making the case because people on the left will argue this to hell and back with you. Giuliani is not making the case in what he is saying there that it's all fraud, that it's all fake, that fucking the Ukrainians like drop none of that. What he is saying is that in these specific counties, they took the ballots out of the envelope, jumped the envelope, and shoved the ballots in with the other ballots that had been counted properly. And it was specifically in 2 counties where they ran this process, and every other county followed the process. Now, I know some people on Larson say it doesn't matter. The issue is they were taking in ballots after the election day. If you go ahead and start saying like that is at least enough to invalidate a lot of the things going on in Pennsylvania. Now, as far as like not allowing poll watchers, again, that is enough for a legal challenge. It is up to the Supreme Court whether or not they will take up the case or whether or not they will say this does not meet the standard of evidence and we will not be hearing this case. That is up to the Supreme Court. But if it goes to the Supreme Court, Donald Trump has a shot at flipping Pennsylvania. And I already know that people on the left are going to fucking hate that. So I hope it happens just for that. But if they say they have 50 witnesses that this was happening, I mean, maybe those 50 witnesses are all lying and are willing to lie under oath. But I think that that's just as bold of a claim as the one Giuliani is making. The observers were not allowed into the counting rooms. I won the election. I like Trump. I won the election, got 71 million legal votes. Bad things happened which our observers were not allowed to see. Never happened before. Millions of mail-in ballots were sent to people who never asked for them. I mean, yeah, the mail-in thing, we already knew that. But as far as like not allowing poll watchers in the room, that is going to wind up in the Supreme Court. They're either going to say, we're not going to look into this. They're going to say you have to do a recount now with poll watchers actually there and present, or they're going to say, you know what, the rest of the nation doesn't have to suffer because Pennsylvania cannot get its literal shit together. So now you have to just invalidate Pennsylvania and leave it up to the delegates to do their vote because they cannot certify their results. I think that the third is very unlikely. I think it will be one of the first two. But if Donald Trump could hold this up in the Supreme Court long enough and they can't certify their votes by December, I think it's December 14th, right? I believe that's correct. Yes. By December 14th, then it becomes a delegate vote, and then Donald Trump wins because the Republicans control the state legislature. It might not be the most fair way of winning, but I'll be frank with you, right? I don't really like doing stuff like that, but Raviello. I'm not going to get political tonight. I got my own issues right now, but nice stuff. Dude, Raviello, thank you for tuning in, buddy. We'll be back to doing like some normal stuff on Tuesday. Okay. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry, guys. I do that all the time. Look, let me transition here, right? If we know that things are not being done properly in Pennsylvania, right? And we know that the Democrats have played so many fucking games throughout this election cycle, and they continue to do so, right? That they demand a total lack of transparency while at the same time demanding voters bend the knee and concede, while also stating that you cannot challenge the results at all, even though legally you have every right to do so. I think Trump should just fucking go in and say, you know what, by any fucking means necessary. Why not? Why not at this point? Okay? If he has the legal right to do it, he should fucking do it. Because it doesn't matter. If Trump wins in the courts or Trump wins by the vote count, they'll never accept it. They were never going to. They actively lied to people to get them to vote for Biden, right? They actively fucking lied throughout Trump's entire presidency. They declared it illegitimate from the start. They immediately tried to impeach him from the start. As soon as they flipped the House off promises of kitchen table issues, health care, all the standard bullshit that they always lie about, they turned around and went immediately for impeachment. I I understand because, my wife tells me, you know what, just because they do things that you don't approve of doesn't mean you should sink to their level. It's no justification. I agree with her sentiment. But also, I'm tired of it. I am. I think that at a certain point, Republicans need to be just as willing to be ruthless and just as willing to be vicious. And I'm not saying do anything illegal because we are definitely better than that. We're definitely better than them in that regard. But if we have a legal challenge, we should absolutely, absolutely go through with it, right? If Donald Trump can find some way to win in the courts, he should absolutely take it because these people have actively lied. We've had our media actively lie. Did you watch CNN when they announced Joe Biden as the president-elect? You had Don Lemon just like going, I have chills. I have so much chills. This is the greatest thing in my life. That is that is an impartial journalist, apparently, right? You have Jake Tapper, and I will go into it later, I promise you, stating that
Republicans, do you really want to try contesting the results of this election? Can you just imagine what your future employers might think? You know we're watching you, right?
that they're going to do that shit just tells me that, he should fight it as ruthlessly as he can. He should not concede until he's gone through every single legal avenue that he can. And, if he loses, he loses. I think that we accept it at that point. But there's no reason to sit there and say that we're going to ignore all of these irregularities, right? Okay, so let's go into the next state, okay? Because there's a lot of this shit, guys. There is a lot. Here's the follow-up, though, to this story here, okay? Attorney General William Barr authorizes DOJ to look into voting irregularities. Attorney General William Barr, in a memo issued on Monday, authorized the Justice Department to look into voting irregularities in the 2020 presidential election. Now that the voting has concluded, it is imperative that the American people can trust that our elections were conducted in such a way that the outcomes accurately reflect the will of the voters, the memo read. Barr's memo comes after 39 House Republicans pressed Barr in a letter on Friday to allow available DOJ resources to look into allegations of voting irregularities across the country in several key battleground states. The Trump campaign has filed a number of lawsuits in some of those states. So, if you want to read the article from Breitbart, that is it. There's more to it, of course, but my point is, Giuliani was asked, why isn't Barr looking into it? William Barr is looking into it, okay? Does that mean anything? Maybe. Does that mean things are going to change? Maybe. Does that mean things will stay the same? Maybe. What it does mean for sure is that Donald Trump is using every single resource to go after this in a legal way, like he has every right to do, and I am tired of how every single fucking irregularity, every single glitch, every single reporting error, for some reason, favor Joe Biden. Okay? You want to tell me it's an innocent fucking mistake? Fine. Why does every single one favor Joe Biden? Okay? Why does every single fucking one fall in Joe Biden's favor? Because you think the left didn't watch all of the results for Trump? You think they weren't looking for something that Trump did that was illegitimate the entire fucking time? Of course they did. They hate the man. They said he was going to cheat. Of course they were looking for an irregularity. Did we get one? No, we never fucking do. Republicans never get a fucking irregularity. Not when it comes to presidential elections. Fucking Democrats do. You go to these big cities, these massive fucking counties, and for some reason, they're all fucking corrupt. There's always something. There's always fucking something going on there. And they say, like, oh, it's a glitch. It's innocent. It was a human mistake. It was error. But it only goes in one direction. I drop all of this shit. If they had a reporting error for Donald Trump, they gave him 100,000 votes, and then they corrected it like 2 hours later and said, that was a mistake. He actually only got like 10,000 votes because that happened for Biden. I would say, maybe it really is just, this is a new thing and COVID and then mail-in ballots. And that's why Donald Trump also was reported to win 100% of the ballots, at 4 a.m. But that's why it happened with Biden too. but it didn't. It only happened for Biden. I would say that, maybe those ballots that were dropped in fucking wheelbarrows and brought in after they sent all the poll watchers home. It happened in Republican counties too. So obviously this is just something that regularly happens, but it didn't. It only happened in major Democratic counties when Joe Biden was losing, and then all of a sudden Joe Biden was just dominating Trump by hundreds of thousands of votes. You want me to accept the results of the election? Fine. I will absolutely do that. But you know what? I went through two plus years of Russiagate conspiracy theories. I deserve, as an American citizen, as someone who votes, who's 30 fucking years old and has accepted every single election result that has come out, I deserve at least 30 fucking days for them to look into all of these irregularities and tell me why the fuck it only goes in one direction. I deserve that as an American citizen. I do. I think everybody does. And you want me to accept the results? Fine, 100%. But tell me why this is always happening in one direction, why in the most contested election, we had poll watchers sent home and ballots counted while they were gone. Tell me why that happened and why it's only in these major Democratic counties where it occurs. Tell me why ballots were brought in fucking wheelbarrows at 3 in the fucking morning after they sent all the election officials home, right? From the campaigns and everything. Tell me why that happened. Okay? Tell me why there are how many people willing to testify under oath to fraudulent activity, to malfeasance? Why are they willing to do it? Are they paid off? If they are, I want them arrested too. If they're giving false testimony, I want them prosecuted for perjury. 100%. Prove it to me. Just prove it to me. I deserve that much at this point. I do. You do. Every single person in this chat, you deserve it too. Everybody who voted, you deserve that. Okay? That's not a conspiracy theory. That's me asking you, just tell me what the fuck happened. You want me to have faith in the fucking elections? Tell me what the actual fuck is going on. Look into it. Spend 30 fucking days. You can't find anything. Donald Trump loses. Perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. I'll be disappointed. Don't get me wrong. I love the foreign policy stuff, but it is what it is. But if you're not going to do that, right? If you're not going to do that, there's no reason why you should tell me to be afraid of what my future fucking employers might think. Let's transition to this shit from Jake fucking Tapper of CNN. This overprivileged piece of shit. I truly sympathize with those dealing with losing. It's not easy. But at a certain point, one has to think not only about what's best for the nation, peaceful transfer of power, but how any future employers might see your character defined during adversity. Jake Tapper, you human piece of fucking trash. You do not decide who wins the election. We wait until the voting, until the ballots are certified. If Donald Trump doesn't want to concede, he exhausts all his legal resources, and he loses still, fine. If he refuses to give up after the court shut him down, then he is violating a peaceful transfer of power. We're not there yet, you dumbass. But to sit there and say that we need to fear what our future employers might see, might say of us, because we're asking for things to follow the actual proper legal channels, you asshole, you piece of fucking garbage, you human sack of shit in a skin suit, fuck yourself repeatedly with a rusty fork. I don't need to answer to you, you privileged piece of shit. Sit on your fucking ass for how many hours a day? Well, how many hours are you actually working, jackass? Get paid millions of fucking dollars and then tell me I need to fear what my future employers might think? Fuck you, dude. Seriously, fuck you. I don't need to be afraid of what my future employer is gonna fucking think of me. If they don't want to hire me, I'll go do my own thing. I'll fully commit to doing this shit full fucking time. Open up my own business. I don't care. But don't tell me I need to fear what my future employer will think because I'm asking for some goddamn answers to why this shit is only ever going in one fucking direction. You asshole piece of shit. Fuck you, dude. The absolute fucking entitlement of these fucking people. You have no right to demand shit of me or shit of anybody else. After 4 fucking years of Russiagate, you have no fucking right to say shit to me or anybody else who wants to question this right now and is asking for an actual legal recourse to just give us an answer. You have no fucking right. You piece of shit. You have no fucking right. Hold on. Let me check my DMs. I see you in there. I see you in there, John. What is this? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I got to timestamp this. I'm sorry. I got to timestamp this. Guys, we have breaking news. Toy Bounty Hunters, thank you so much for telling me what's up. John, do you want to hop in here with me? Because I need a way of keeping centered, and you just brought this to my attention. I sent you a link just in case you can pop in for a little bit. If you can't, don't worry about it. But holy shit. Guys, everybody, I want you to say thank you to Toy Bounty Hunters, one of the best men on YouTube. If you want any stories about what's going on with the Power Rangers series and everything, John is amazing. Did you know John was featured on a Netflix show? That's better than any shit that we've ever done. John, come on whenever you can. You have the link. Whenever you pop in, I will add you to the chat. Guys, breaking news. Tweet this stream out. Breaking fucking news right now. Okay? Do you remember when we talked about how a county was flipped because of a 6,000 vote discrepancy? This is according to the Gateway Pundit. Breaking exclusive, 9:26 p.m. System glitch also uncovered in Wisconsin. Reversal of swap votes removes lead from Joe Biden. Here we go. We've reported on numerous events identified in the 2020 election already, which are being referred to as glitches by the Democrats. Funny how all of those glitches only favor the Democrats. Only favor the Democrats. It's just amazing how they only favor Democrats. Tonight, we've uncovered another glitch in Wisconsin. When this one is confirmed, it will result in a 19,500 vote gain for Trump, making Wisconsin race a total toss-up. I want to see that happen. I want to see that glitch confirmed because that is fucking insane. Let's see what they have to say, though. Let's see what they have to say. I don't trust journalists at this point. I don't. I think that they all fucking lie, right, left, fuck Fox News, fuck CNN, fuck MSNBC, fuck all these people. Show me the fucking proof. There is now a pattern of events we have uncovered across the country where votes are being taken from Republicans at all levels and transferred to competing Democrats in offsetting accounts. These are not random because in every case, votes are moved from Republicans to Democrats. Funny. Now, they're saying this is beginning to appear like a strategy used by the Democrats to steal this election. You better have some strong-ass proof. We reported first on a system glitch as it was labeled in Michigan, which switched 6,000 votes back to President Trump. So we actually played this video on stream before in which they talked about 6,000 votes. So a 12,000 vote discrepancy, 6 going from Biden over to Trump. Then another example was uncovered in Oakland County, Michigan, where again, a Republican won his race as a result of this glitch. I hate it when they have typos. Huge corrupted software used in Michigan County that stole 6,000 votes from Trump is also used in all swing states and uses Chinese computer parts in its machine. Okay, Chinese computer parts, whatever. But that's funny. Then in Pennsylvania, a glitch was uncovered where nearly 20,000 votes were moved from President Trump to Biden. When this is confirmed, it will result in a 40,000 vote increase for Trump and a 40,000 vote decrease for Biden in Pennsylvania. That is insane. That is fucking insane. What is this? There's a video of it? Okay, I'll play that video in a second here. Then we found approximately 6,000 votes, which were taken from Trump and moved to Biden in Georgia due to a glitch. What a mess. System glitches favoring Democrats are becoming an epidemic across swing states. More incidents identified today. Georgia vote tally for President Trump mysteriously drops over time. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I have audio turned on for you guys. Yeah, I do. This, holy shit. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, hopefully John's able to join us because, like, this is insane.
407 votes at midnight when many of you at home perhaps went to bed. Then overnight, 1 a.m., it drops to 249,497. They continue to count overnight. At 2 a.m., it's 118,000 and change. By 4 a.m., we're down a little bit more, 117,000. And then as the count continues through the day, 10 a.m., you get to 103,000. And then 9 o'clock tonight, we see it down to 39,000. And then we pop out to where we are now, and it's 33,000. So that has been a steady trend as they count the votes. So
someone pointed this out to me. It's some sort of mathematical thing. And I think maybe Tim Cass covered it as well. They're like, it's a statistical, it breaks like a certain law of statistics where towards the end, right, you're supposed to see the votes kind of like, it's supposed to kind of like, tip out, right? Instead for Biden, it does this, right? Like it will go on like this tiny crawl and then all of a sudden just keep spiking up. And they'll go down and then spike up again and then go down and spike up again. I don't know anything about statistics, so that could just be the way this shit works. Benson's law. Okay. I don't know anything about statistics. Maybe I'm just completely wrong there. But everything about Biden's win looks suspect as all hell. I'm not alleging a conspiracy. Gateway Pundit is alleging a conspiracy here. But I think it is very weird how all of these glitches just continue to favor Biden and none of them continue to favor Trump. I don't see anything changing for Trump on his on his vote tallies. I see them constantly changing for Biden. Very weird, very suspect. I really thought it would be over by now. And I mean, over as in the initial count for each state. And what we'd be looking at now is just moving towards the courts. Oh, it's going to. It's going to. And you know what? Democrats predicted that it would. Right? I want to remind everybody something very quick here. Democrats said that Donald Trump would have to go to the courts to win. Okay? And they said so many times that ACB, his Supreme Court nominee, she would steal the election for Trump. I'm not alleging conspiracy here, but it seems like they knew that there would be legal challenges from Donald Trump. And maybe that's why pieces of garbage like Jake Tapper are putting out slightly threatening tweets about how your future employer is going to remember this. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Just to be clear, that's just an initial report. If it's verified by other sources and evidence is confirmed, legal action is taken, things will get interesting. I completely agree. John said something, and I get hyped up. Don't get me wrong. I do. But this is just based on initial reports from the Gateway Pundit. We have to wait and see. But I would this surprise anybody at this point? Would it surprise a single person in this chat to hear this right now? Because it's not surprising to me at all. It doesn't surprise me at all that we're hearing this right now. Okay, so let me go back into the story. Now tonight we have identified approximately 10,000 votes that were moved from President Trump to Biden in just one Wisconsin county. That's nuts. This information came from an individual who saw this happen in Rock County, Wisconsin. On election night, the results of this county were presented during the evening and showed that President Trump won Wisconsin in 2016. At 10:59, the votes came in and the race was close with both candidates at around 29,000 ballots. Then by 11:12, President Trump had taken nearly a 1,000 vote lead on Biden with 31,000 votes to Biden's 30,000. Okay, so they got the images here. This is very, very hard to see. Hold on, let me do this. Close out of this shit. Okay, so you can kind of see the vote totals here. You can kind of see it here, and then you can see it over here. So this is what they're talking about, right? At 11:21, these results had not changed much. Then at 11:43, more votes came in, and they showed Trump had taken a commanding lead at 46,649 to Biden's 37,133. This was a 9,516 vote lead for Trump. But then suddenly at 11:57, these votes had swapped. Biden was reported with 46,649, and Trump was reduced to Biden's former total of 37,133. These votes had swapped from President Trump to Biden, again, a swap from a Republican to a Democrat. The net impact was 19,032 votes. Okay? Is that a glitch? Were those votes actually meant for Biden? Maybe they were. Explain this shit to me. Why did this vote total totally fucking swap? Is this... You know what really is troubling about this all, right? I want you to think about it. We have media outlets, right? We have journalists who are supposed to report on this shit, who are supposed to notice an irregularity and actually do any amount of journalism, any amount. You know what they do, though, instead? They see this. Joe Biden is the president-elect, and you are all coping because you will not concede the election. We have been presented no evidence of irregularities, and it is deeply irresponsible of you to make an accusation because we have not seen anything. It's like, well, stop covering your eyes. We are not covering our eyes, sir. You just will not. You will not accept these results. I swear, it's like talking to a fucking child, right? What's up, Hunter? How you doing? What is the old adage? Once or twice is a coincidence, but anything coming after that is a pattern. Something. If this is true, oh man, if this is true, and it better be, because Gateway Pundit, if you're fucking lying here, fuck you too. I don't trust journalists at all. But that is nuts. All right. These are the images. So unless they doctored these images, this is insane. I'm saving this. I'm saving this image. That is nuts. I'm saving all this shit. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me let's go to the twatters really quick. Okay. Because everybody loves the twatters. Let's be honest. Twatters has made this country just one of the greatest things out there, right? It's really made our lives a better fucking place. But okay, I just put a tweet up. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you should, because I'm so much fun, and I just rant nonstop, even on Twitter. I go ahead and see there. I need you to explain to me these images here in 10 words or less. Okay, I need a valid explanation on why this occurred in 10 words or less, because that's nuts. I also want explanation for why no journalist has decided to talk about it. Right? Like white. Fuck. They always say like defund the police, defund our fucking media. Jesus Christ. We checked these numbers again tonight from a different source, and the final numbers are still showing Biden ahead of President Trump by the same 9,516 votes. Yep. Shit. Currently, the race in Wisconsin is showing Biden with a lead of 1,630,570 votes to President Trump's 1,610,030 votes. When this adjustment is confirmed, Biden will only hold a 1,508 vote lead. This, of course, is before any of the hundreds of thousands of questionable votes showing up for Biden in Milwaukee early in the morning after the election are validated. I'm just, wow. Maybe it is time to classify these glitches that go only one way in the Democrats' favor as a strategy to steal the election, not a glitch. This is now a countrywide issue. I'm not. Either they are lying to our faces on the Gateway Pundit, they have doctored these images, okay, which anything is possible, okay, or something very fucking wrong is going on here. This is one county in Wisconsin. This is one fucking county in Wisconsin. One county that flipped. What is this? 9,516 votes. We're talking about a 20,500 vote lead for Biden in Wisconsin, and you have one county potentially moving 9,500 votes from Biden to Trump in one county. If they can replicate this glitch in any of these other counties, I don't know. But you know what? The Democrats really need to start doing right now. They need to replicate this glitch and show us Donald Trump's votes being gained off of Biden. They need to go to one fucking county and show me thousands of votes switched from Biden to Trump. And until you fucking do that, go fuck yourself, Jake Tapper. I refuse to accept the results until every single legal recourse has been exhausted. And I want answers to this shit right here. And I know you're too much of a fucking pussy to ever do it. You fucking pussy. Tell me you'd be afraid of my future fucking employer, you piece of shit. Trash-eating motherfucker. No way. No fucking way. Do people forget Bush Gore, where Gore was called the winner, but Bush won? I don't. And thank you for the super chat, buddy. I do appreciate it. Even though it's that filthy Australian monies you got there. I'm kidding. I hope you've been doing good, Zio. How long till we all forget about politics?
We never forget about politics, Grim. It doesn't happen here. Not anymore. We've all been politicized to an extreme degree. We've all been activated politically. And Grim, you either join or you die. You either join or die. You can't be neutral in this, buddy. You have to pick a side. Pick my side though, or else bad things gonna happen to you.
Dude, buddy, if you don't want to deal with politics, it's okay to tone it out. It is, absolutely. But if you're gonna engage in politics, right, you should, I mean, if you want to vote, you should want to make sure that your vote's actually counted legitimately. Because right now it looks like they're not. Right? It looks like they're not. I see you, buddy. Give me death. Good choice, buddy. Vote for candidate Asteroid next year. In 2024, make sure you vote candidate Asteroid. I gave you about 350. Damn, that conversion rate. I do appreciate it, buddy. Guys, we have our monetization open. I hate to beg like a dirty, dirty whore, but tell me what's it going to take. I got to show you my legs or something. Just tell me right now. I'll do it. I'll do it for $1. Okay, guys, remember, tweet this stream out, share it with your friends. We got 26 viewers right now. Help us get this information out there. We've just gone over the Gateway Pundit exposing that in one county, right? It needs to be confirmed. But I need these images explained to me how this happened, okay? How Donald Trump gains votes, right? 9,500 vote lead, and then suddenly they swapped, and we can see it right here. 46,649, 37,133, 46,649, 37,133. How the fuck did that happen? And why are all of these glitches only going in Biden's favor? Okay, and explain it to me, if in one county, a 20,500 vote lead shrinks down to 1,500 votes. Explain to me how we're not going to look at every fucking county in Wisconsin and verify that Donald Trump didn't actually win the state of Wisconsin. Because looking like he did. It's looking like he did if that report is accurate. If we're to trust the Gateway Pundit, right, and that they didn't doctor these images over here, okay? All right, let me zoom in on that. Zoom in and enhance, right? Zoom in and enhance. Explain this to me. I want an answer. And how dare some piece of shit overpaid prick at CNN tell people that they need to fear their future employment if they question shit like this? You asshole. You trash-eating piece of filth. Fuck you, dude. Overpaid prick. Man, that pissed me the fuck off. Jesus Christ. Hate elitist sacks of shit. Okay, so what is this? So these were the other links that they had. Let's go into these other links that they talked about. Oh, Australia had an election that was rigged, then the military recounted and forced the party that rigged it out from running for office for a decade. I mean, I don't think our military can actually do that. Crow, no, pull that leg down. You guys, you really want to see my fucking leg? I said $1. He gave me more than $1. I don't know. I'll have to show him my beautiful eyes. There you go. There you go. That's some beautiful eye porn for you. I'm here for meltdowns. Rev, buddy. Like honestly, either the Gateway pundit is lying and doctoring evidence, right? Or something needs to be explained to me, right? Some logical explanation. And if that, I need a fucking answer, right? And I'm not going to just accept, oh well, but Biden won, and like, you should just concede the election, and you're just trying to cope. Now, I want an actual explanation to what is going on. Okay, and until those votes are certified, Biden has not won the election. And every single person working at CNN can line up and suck my balls because I don't give a shit what they have to say. Fuck those lying pieces of shit. Fuck them repeatedly. Fuck them with the rusty fork. I don't gotta do shit that they say. And nobody does. Yes, they tagged on the election results to this live stream for accurate information from what is being told. What? Seriously? Did they? They did. They did. We've got 23 people watching. Oh, YouTube, you dirty little whores. You dirty little whores. Even my tiny channel, you need to put on a little fucking warning to? Okay. Everybody, you saw their warning. Now go to the Gateway pundit and you tell me if you believe what YouTube is saying to you. Fuck you, YouTube. Fucking put a community guideline strike on my fucking channel because of some fucking Carrie Hilson shit. By the way, yeah, I got a community guideline strike from YouTube today on a video that was done like months ago. We're talking like May, I think, right? I did a video covering Carrie Hilson, right? Like some sort of D-list fucking singer, how she was promoting an insane COVID conspiracy, absolutely batshit crazy COVID conspiracy. And YouTube today found that video and said, guideline strike. For what? Talking about a public figure and exposing that, spreading a conspiracy theory? Fuck you, dudes. Fuck you, and fuck you repeatedly with a rusty fucking fork. All y'all, everybody at CNN, everybody at YouTube, suck my fucking balls. Ugh. But again. I brought it to attention. Thank you, Sven. I do appreciate that. The Liberal Party here is what rigged it. They're still hated for 40 years later. Yeah, well, they should be. Piece of trash. It's because of what you put in the title about handling ballots. It's not a strike. They did that to me when they put anything COVID in title. It's the algorithm that tags on to keywords. The algorithm can suck my balls too. Yes, Alyssa brought it to attention. Yes, she did. Okay, so let's talk about the next. Well, actually, you know what? Gateway Pundit linked 2 other stories. Let's just click on them real quick. That could be a win for you at Crow's Judgment. More views. Maybe. I need the more views though. Okay, so let's go into this other story by the Gateway Pundit. They linked it into that same article. Guys, I will clip out that part of the stream and upload it as its own video. I'll have that uploaded. So tomorrow my video uploads at 10 o'clock. I am uploading my video on RV6. For those of you who do not know, there was a felony assault committed on one of the streamers in there. The channel has been banned. They can no longer stream on YouTube, which seeing what they've done, I actually think is probably a good thing because they've maced people in public. There's a serious allegation of rape. And we've watched that video too. And recently on their stream, they filmed Dope District beating a man, dragging his drunk ass out of an RV after he is passed out, banging his head on stairs and the asphalt, and then sucker punching him when the dude gets up, clearly with a fucking concussion, as far as I can tell, and just wails on him right in the face, puts him onto the ground, and then jumps back inside of their trash RV and starts celebrating the beatdown. So, yeah, there's a video for that coming at 10. And then at noon tomorrow, upload this clip of me going over this Gateway Pundit article. Share it with everybody that you know. Share it with your friends. It's very important we get the information out there. Okay, because that is nuts. That's fucking nuts. Okay. So these are the other articles from the Gateway Pundit. Let's take a look and see what they had to say. Breaking huge, another system glitch captured live on CNN on election night. 20,000 votes swapped from Trump to Biden. What a coincidence. So Trump, Biden, 1,695,889, 1,690,000, 1,252,000. Okay. We already know there was at least 2 system glitches in Michigan during the 2020 election. First in Antrim County and then in Oakland County. Votes were switched between the Republican and Democrat candidates, always in favor of the Democrats. I want to be very clear here. All of these glitches so far have been massive and totally in favor of Joe Biden. Okay? I've not seen them. I haven't seen anybody show me a glitch that just favored Donald Trump. Okay? And until you do, we got major problems. Over the weekend, a video was being passed around the internet and on social media from the 2019 gubernatorial election in Kentucky, where votes are swapped between the candidates and captured live on CNN. By slowing down this video, internet sleuths uncovered votes for the Republican candidate were switched to votes for the Democrat candidate. The number of votes seems small, but in this incident, this vote swap was a quarter of the difference between candidates' final vote counts. Okay. So this is what they're talking about here. Now this morning, a video has been uncovered from this year's presidential election in Pennsylvania, where the same thing appears to have occurred. Nearly 20,000 votes were subtracted from President Trump and added to Joe Biden, a 40,000 vote swing live on CNN. What is this? Okay, this is the video in question. So let me zoom out a bit so we can actually play it. I want everybody to see this, okay? So let's read what they had to say. Boom, hammered by the scorecard. A friend just sent this video she recorded election night. Start of video, Pennsylvania total votes are Trump, 1,690,000, Biden, 1,252,000. At the end of the video, the totals on the screen are for Pennsylvania, 1,670,000, Biden, 1,272,000. Exactly a vote difference of 19,958 votes. Okay, so let's go to Twitter, play that really quick. Okay, because that's the gist of this article. It's about this tweet here. Maybe CNN can explain this, because they're so much smarter than everybody else. Okay, maybe they can explain this to me, since there's no evidence of anything going wrong, right? So there's no evidence at all, and we're all fucking we're all just delusional, right? We'll worry about what your employer has to say if you're partaking in this mass delusion that we're engaged in.
At the moment, we don't know that though. At the moment, these are to be decided.
1,690, 1,252.
If you come at this from a Republican perspective, I did Joe Biden's math to get him up. Donald Trump's leading here. He's leading here. He's leading here. We expect him to win here. That's his. This one's interesting. We expect.
I don't want to skip ahead. I want to see the whole thing.
Normally would be Trump states out here and Alaska. So again, we're hoping.
Just so people know it's not edited.
But if it plays out. If it plays out in a traditional map, that's where we're going to be. That's where we'll be as we go to the West Coast, somewhere in that ballpark. It's not an exact science, but somewhere in that ballpark.
There you go. Live on CNN. Okay. Let's go back to the start of the video. Okay. Where is it? There we go. 1,690,000, 1,252,000. At the very end of the video, Pennsylvania. 1,670,000, 1,272,000. CNN, explain this shit to people because you're so much smarter and better than the rest of society. Okay? Because you don't want people questioning shit. So, do it yourself. Just do it your fucking self. The glitches that favor Trump are called Russians. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. That was good. That was good. Can you believe that shit? Okay, so we're talking about 19. Sorry. We're talking roughly 19,000 votes in the state of fucking Wisconsin, right? Closing up a 20,000, or sorry, like a 20,000 vote cap to a 1,500 vote cap, right? And we're talking about in the state of Pennsylvania, right? Almost 20,000 votes swapping from Trump to Biden. Okay. I need to know why these votes are swapping around like that, because that does not make any sense to me. Okay. And you know what? You know why Jake Tapper, the nutless wonder of CNN, is telling people not to fight it. Just accept it. Just accept it. Just accept it and stop asking questions. Just accept it. Stop asking questions. Why are you still asking questions? Don't you know what we can do to you? Because I have a feeling that they know that there is some level of irregularity that they do not want being looked into. Okay? Because let's be honest. As much as we want to clown on CNN, they obviously have people looking at this shit. They obviously know something's wrong. But if Donald Trump concedes, it doesn't matter. Results get certified. They don't need to do any recounts. If Donald Trump fights it, though, oh boy. If Donald Trump's supporters keep digging around, oh boy. I don't think these assholes have learned yet. I don't think these pieces of shit have learned yet that people are no longer taking them at their word. Be honest, you trash monger. Fucking hell. CNN, more like the BS News Network. Fuck, man. This is a fucking replay of 2016. This is worse than 2016, dude. So what if the results are legit and Trump concedes? Are people going to accept the loss? Yes. Okay, look, I've already said it, Rev, when the stream started. If Trump fights this in court, right, there's a legitimate explanation for all of this going on, okay? We should all accept the results, period. It'll be disappointing. We give it another go in 4 years, okay? But I am not going to just accept the results when I see shit like this, dude. Okay? When I see 19,000 votes flipping from one candidate to the other candidate, when there's one county, right, in Wisconsin, in a state with a 20,000 vote lead for Biden, right, and 19,000 votes, okay, 9,500 going from Biden, going from Trump to Biden, okay? I need to know what the hell is going on there, okay? Donald Trump needs to file every single lawsuit he feels entitled to file. If it hits the Supreme Court and they see he has the evidence, there you go. If it hits the Supreme Court and they say you don't have the evidence, there you go. But I want to know what the hell is going on here. Okay? Because, you know, I'm lucky enough to live in a state where I've lived in California my whole life that always goes blue. I've lived in fucking California. I've lived in Indiana now that always goes red. Okay? But I would hate to live in a fucking swing state and feel like, oh boy. Every lawsuit Trump has filed has failed so far. Well, sure. And then he's going to appeal it. And you know what happens when you appeal it and you can no longer appeal it? You're in the Supreme Court. There you go. But actually, that's not true, Rev. They sued in the state of Pennsylvania to gain access, and they were denied access. So that's not true either, buddy. But sure. I remember him filing several lawsuits in Pennsylvania and going to the Supreme Court and being deadlocked with 4-4 justices because there was no ninth justice. Now you have a ninth justice. Good fucking luck. Seriously, good luck. Because I remember every Democrat screeching that Amy Coney Barrett was going to steal the election for Donald Trump. Well, good fucking luck now. You have 9 justices. You can't deadlock the Supreme Court. He has to prove legitimately fraud is happening. Okay, Rev. You explain it to me because you're smarter man than I. Okay? You explain this to me right now. Explain this to me in a legitimate way, okay? And I will stop talking about it, okay? Here we go. State of Wisconsin, all right? Let's go down. Okay. Rev, you're a smarter man than me. Explain this to me right now. Here we go. 29,226, 29,062. Okay? Seems pretty reasonable. At 11:21, these results had not changed much. Then at 11:43, more votes came in, and they showed Trump had taken a commanding lead at 46,649 to Biden's 37,133, 9,516 vote lead for Trump. But then suddenly at 11:57, these votes had swapped. Okay? Net impact is 19,000 votes. All right, here we go. Donald Trump, 46,649 votes. Biden, 37,133 votes. Biden, 46,649 votes. Trump, 37,133 votes. We checked these numbers again tonight from a different source, and the final numbers are still showing Biden ahead of Trump by the same 9,516 votes. Explain this to me in a way that actually makes sense. Okay? Because you're saying that Trump has to prove legitimately that fraud is occurring here. Okay? I'm not saying fraud is occurring. What I am saying is somehow all these glitches just keep favoring Biden. Okay? Which is weird. But what I am saying, this is highly fucking irregular. And in a state with a 20,000 vote lead for Biden, if in one fucking county you're talking about a 19,000 vote discrepancy that puts Trump behind by 1,500 votes, you need to explain this to me in a rational and consistent way. Explain it to me in a way that makes sense for the audience. Okay, Rev, explain this to me in a way that makes sense. Stop telling me Donald Trump needs to stop filing baseless claims. Of course he does. If he files baseless claims, the Supreme Court will never hear the case. And we're done. Now, stop talking about Trump and just explain this to me. You're smarter than me. Explain it to me. I'm perfectly fine. Any explanation you have, just give it to me right now. Come on. This should be very easy. How is there a 9,500 vote swapping from Donald Trump to Joe Biden? Okay? Why is that occurring? Why are we seeing votes legitimately being flipped from Trump to Biden in several different states? I just need to hear it. I need to hear it. You're a very rational guy. Just explain it to me in a way that makes sense. Take as much time as you need to. Okay? This was the next. So we covered the other incident. Here's them talking about more of these votes swapping around because they talked about this repeatedly in this article. Let's go up here just so we can talk about the other times where this has happened. Here we go. So computer glitch fix, switching 6,000 votes from Biden to Trump. Jimmy demands 47 more counties corrected. So this was 6,000 votes in Michigan again in one county. Oakland County. In Oakland County, this glitch actually caused a Republican who had conceded his election to be declared the winner of his election. Okay? Rev, not an answer. I don't get me wrong. This isn't me being a dick, but you're going to tell me Donald Trump needs to have an actual claim that isn't baseless. If you can only tell me when I show you that you don't know, well, guess what? Donald Trump has a legitimate claim. How the hell did those votes switch? Someone needs to explain that. You cannot just say, well, I mean, whatever. If that's what Democrats say when Donald Trump pushes it to the Supreme Court, he has a legitimate case. He doesn't need to prove malintent. He needs to prove irregularity. He needs to prove inconsistency. He needs to prove that the votes were flipped and that those votes belong to him. That's all he has to do. That makes it a case for the Supreme Court. He doesn't need to find a nefarious criminal conspiracy against him. He can allege what all he fucking wants. I don't give a shit. But he has enough right now. It has been proven. Okay, let me rephrase that. If those images are not doctored, okay, we can clearly see that 9,500 votes in one single county in Wisconsin were flipped from President Trump to Joe Biden. There's your proof. You've looked at the image, Rev, so you have proof. Except you have evidence. You have the proof. You have those images right there. Those were reported. Those were on Fox News. Timestamped. People collected the images. The data's out there. You have proof. So it's not a baseless claim. Do we agree that it's not a baseless claim? Origami, what's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Thank you for calling in tonight, sir. How can we address your conspiracy theories about the election tonight?
What do you mean? It's like I'm just here to keep you company.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm going off tonight. Shit.
Yeah. Unless you
why
don't need
has
the
every
company.
lawsuit been overturned so far? Because he's suing in the state's federal courts. A lot of these states are Democratic. Some of the claims he's made are not going to hold any water, like demanding that they stop counting votes. You can't do that because it's voter disenfranchisement. Okay. But he can certainly appeal cases to the Supreme Court, and he has several lawsuits, right? There you go. There you go. Rev, you cannot keep arguing lack of evidence. This was just reported at 9:26. I'm done with you, buddy. No disrespect, but you have not actually given me a legitimate response other than, I don't know, lack of evidence. I don't know. I just showed you evidence and you said, I don't know. You either explain it to me or you shut up about the lack of evidence.
You know, Rev is probably like just fucking with you. You know that.
I
right?
know he is. But I can't let it go. That's my problem. He always fucks with me like that. I know he does.
That's ridiculous.
It's great though. It is entertaining for people watching. I did get kind of upset. I remember that. But I did get kind of upset one night when we were going back and forth and the chat was attacking him. And that did upset me because I know Rev is just having fun. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. But I mean, Aura, explain this to me, right? Like, give me some way that makes that make sense to me. Right? Like something. This doesn't make any sense. How did these votes switch from Trump to Biden in such a large amount? And how does it keep on happening? How does it happen in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, and in Wisconsin, all swing states that Trump needs to win?
Russia.
Oh, there you go. Russia, guys. It's fucking Russia again. Fuck the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was telling Raviolo. Russia's a terrible place.
We never did catch them. They're probably still up to stuff.
I mean, it's insane. That's legitimately fucking insane.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, it's the Russians, dude. Joe Biden and Hunter Biden met up with the Ukrainians. They partied hardied and they ate Arby's for breakfast and they fucking did whatever they did last time to the fucking election. Why is nobody bringing up Russians anymore? They just get tired of them.
Right. So this was another story that they did an exclusive on. And again, like Gateway Pundit has evidence there. If they haven't doctored the evidence, right? Because that is always a possibility. Okay. We shouldn't just trust journalists these days. But if this is true, I think the state of Wisconsin needs to do a recount. It needs to be by hand, and they need to have poll watchers watching everything. And I don't care if that's too much work. It needs to happen. It needs to happen immediately. All right, now let's go into this one. So, huge exclusive. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel sends cease and desist order to journalist demanding he erase his Detroit leaks video showing voter fraud training or face criminal prosecution. What? What video is that? He actually got a letter? Oh, no. No. You don't get to do that. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel sent a cease and desist letter to Big League Politics about their exclusive content Detroit leaks that outlined poll worker training, wherein workers were bragging about committing voter fraud in a variety of different ways. The intrepid reporter who broke the story, Shane Trejo, was also one who was a witness for the voter fraud in Detroit. Trejo says he considers this witness intimidation and is fearful that it will be used as pretext for some criminal actions. In the shocking letter dated October 28th, the Michigan Attorney General cites to 2 or 3 factual errors in the bulk of Trejo's reporting and demands on behalf of the Michigan government to take every single article related to Detroit leaks off the internet. She received the letter today. Okay, well, let's see what she said. This cease and desist notice is informing you that you are in violation of Michigan law. It has come to our attention that you have used your website to post misleading and false election information. Your website contains videos entitled Detroit Leaks and must be removed. The videos contain false and misleading information pertaining to Michigan elections. These videos and any links to these videos must be removed across all platforms. You know how you can prove these people are like remedials all shit? They actually think that they can suppress information that's already on the internet.
Yeah, well, hold on. Let me see if I can find this thing. You keep talking. I'm going to see if I can find something. I don't know if you've already spoken about this.
Look for it. I'll keep reading the letter.
Yeah.
Okay. The videos violate Michigan law, yada, yada, yada. Specifically at 245 of the YouTube link, it states that before 2020, challenge ballots never went into the tabulator. This is a false statement. At 636, you state that challenge ballots will be tabulated and cannot be uncounted later. This is a false statement, as the challenger has 6 days to prove their improper vote. Other portions of the video clips posted on your site are taken out of context or deceptively edited. Ooh, big words. Further, they do not portray accurate information. Therefore, you are hereby ordered to cease and desist use of Detroit Leaks video across all media platforms. Failure to comply will result in a criminal prosecution. Please remove all post links and anything similar immediately which correspond to Detroit Leaks. I appreciate your attention to this matter. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Daniel Hageman Clark, Assistant Attorney General. The Detroit Leaks reporting shows Detroit poll workers who were trained in how to lie, trained on how to handle ballot challenges from Trump supporters, told to call 911 on any challengers and to use COVID as an excuse to deny poll challengers access to view the ballots as they were being counted and tabulated. This information was previously banned on YouTube, Twitter, and other social media platforms. The voter for... You know what? Let's just play it.
Your chairperson can issue him what type of ballot? A provisional envelope. Why? Where is it going? Not in the tabulator. It's going in that envelope.
Okay, well, the Attorney General later said that they put them in the tabulator so the information's false. But if in their video they have on recording them saying not to put in the tabulator, that's I don't know. What is this?
Not too sure. I sent you the thing, by the way. I don't know. I didn't look into it too much. I just saw it. So I don't know if you've already seen it and spoken about it.
Right? We have how many days? 6. So what is the Department of Elections going to do with it? Destroy it.
Oh, really? Geeky said Amazing Lucas watched and debunked this already.
How did he debunk it, though?
I don't know. I just found out. Geeky.
Yeah, Geeky. I've tried watching Amazing Lucas's like streams, but he's got like 6 of them covering the election, and he streams for like hours, which is fine. I mean, I need to know, because it seems a little bit weird to me that they would actually be doing like training sessions. Because look, the flipping of ballots and everything, you don't need to train a bunch of low-level people that are likely going to go out there and blow the whistle on you, right? Hold on. I honestly don't trust Amazing Lucas, that because he used to be a Trump supporter, but he immediately switched to Biden. Wait, seriously? I didn't know that he supported Biden. I don't think he does. I saw him streaming, and it was kind of like, yeah, I think Biden won. I mean, that was basically it. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. It's all day he watches. He is like, this video has no authentication. Geeky. Hold on. Saying the video has no authentication is not debunking the video. To be fair. Dude, he's a Republican. He keeps saying it's not over. Yeah, I don't think Amazing Lucas switched to Biden at all. I do think that he has said that Biden won. But that, it's not like, he seems very on the fence, really. But what I'm saying is, like, Geeky, if he's just saying the video doesn't have authentication, that does not mean that the video has been debunked. It just means that it hasn't been authenticated. And so it could be fake, but it also could be real. But this is so weird. Like, why did they get like a bunch of actors to go out there and like fucking do this skit?
Yeah, dude. It's been done. We've seen it all summer, man. Like,
I'm just saying, like if debunking it is like proving that somebody in that video is like a paid actor or something. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Trainings were audio recorded. They demonstrate exactly how things will and will not happen on election day.
Challengers and poll watchers. They have to.
Okay, well, it kind of ends there, but it's like they have to wear masks and step 6 feet away. Multiple independent witnesses have approached the Gateway Pundit and confirmed that the predictions from Detroit leaks were accurate and that the counting of ballots for Wayne County, Detroit at the TFC Center, aka Cobo Hall, was by poll workers who refused challenges from poll challengers, used COVID as an excuse to deny access to review the process, tabulate. Okay, here. Okay, Geeky, I don't know how to say this, right? Hold on. Though the video he saw had images of people, a black woman, this one is black screen. I don't think that really matters as far as like the actual not having the whole video image there. It probably helps us from getting flagged on YouTube, but who knows? My point is, though, that's not according to Gateway Pundit, they're saying that they have independent witnesses who have authenticated this video. Okay. Amazing Lucas is saying the video has not been authenticated. My issue with Amazing Lucas is him saying it hasn't been authenticated doesn't mean anything. Okay? What he's saying is there's no proof that it's real and there's no proof that it's false. It's a moot point. Gateway Pundit is saying that they have verified this video. Do you trust the Gateway Pundit or do you think that they're lying? That's really what it comes down to. Now, on this other story, they've shown evidence. That evidence can easily be verified. Okay? And someone either needs to verify it or they need to debunk it. Because that other video is a lot easier than this shit. But I think that, let's say it is fake. It's damn easy to convince people right now with all the shit that's going on. Someone just told me that RV6 hold on, fucking yellow. Oh, it's Yellow Flash. Haha, the RV lives again. That was fast. Again, I guess RV6 tried streaming again and just got blasted.
Yeah.
I just realized I've had the RV6 tag up the entire time.
Yeah.
There we go. It was such a good thumbnail too.
I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I did like it a lot.
No one can see the full contents of this thumbnail.
I think we would get in trouble if people could see the full context of this video.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. Well, so Geeky, just to be clear here, Amazing Lucas, it does not sound like he actually debunked it, just said that it can't be authenticated. And I admit that it's like so on the nose, but like, I mean, here's the thing. At this point, if you told me that a bunch of Democrats got into a room and said, this is how we are going to steal the election from Donald Trump, I mean, yeah, I would say, oh, wow, really? They said that? But then at the same time, I would go like, I mean, they probably did. I mean, let's just be honest. They've been pretty blatant and open about the shit that they do. It's just that they deny that you understand the context of what they're saying, but then they take you out of context all the time. So I don't know. These people are just terrible. Okay. Let's I spent so much time on the Michigan thing. I need to go into this next one. This is a story out of Nevada. Okay. This is from a whistleblower. Also, Ora, do you see these hoodies?
I do.
Those are beautiful.
I bought so many.
You did?
Yeah.
I did. I want to get you one as a Christmas gift.
I bought so many. There's so many hoodies, dude. I live in Florida. I don't even need them. Like,
you just need them for the streams, dude.
Always hot
and humid.
It's gross. There's a hurricane rolling through right now.
Oh, stay safe, buddy. Is it going to hit your area?
It's already here. Like, it's been fucking pouring all day. Everything's flooded. It's weird. It's not supposed to be no hurricanes. Anyways, proceed.
Okay, but stay safe, man.
Yeah.
Nevada whistleblower describes Biden van vote factory in signed affidavit. Okay, so this is from Washington Examiner. Las Vegas, Nevada, a second sworn affidavit from a whistleblower who was an election worker in Clark County, Nevada, claims mail-in ballots were improperly filled out in a Biden-Harris van outside a polling place. Okay, You have a signed sworn affidavit now. Okay. I cannot stand how you have people saying that there is no evidence, there is no proof, it's all fake news. Okay, you have whistleblowers coming forward. Okay. You have photos of votes being just flipped over from one candidate to the other one, all in the favor of Biden. And they're still saying there's no evidence. There's no evidence. There's no evidence of anything. I'll be clear here, right? Because Rev did bring up a good point, actually, and it's that Donald Trump's lawsuits, like they've been defeated, right? Some of the Supreme Court's bunked because it's 4-4 split. There was no fifth justice. But in the states, yes, and Donald Trump will appeal it. But the other thing Donald Trump can do, he can just drag it out. He can wait until the 11th hour, file a lawsuit that actually has a legitimate claim in Wisconsin, in Michigan, in Georgia, and Pennsylvania, right? All legitimate claims at the 11th hour, and he can stop them from certifying their vote. Is it dirty? Absolutely. Is this shit dirty? Absolutely. Turnabout's fair play. Fuck them all. That's just where I'm at with this shit, right? If you don't want to look into this stuff, if you don't want to investigate this stuff, if you want to tell people just suck it up, accept it, okay. If Donald Trump wants to go through the courts and play some dirty legal shenanigans, you can suck it up and accept it too. Like, we want to play dirty pool, let's play dirty pool with each other, right? Here's the difference, though. Donald Trump's just doing the legal thing. Is it slimy and skeezy? Well, yeah, it would be. But it's not illegal like this shit is. So go fuck yourselves. It's a fair point. A second sworn affidavit. So a redacted copy of the affidavit signed on November 8th and obtained by the Washington Examiner puts weight behind some of the claims first detailed by American Conservative Union President Matt Schlapp, who is helping lead the charge for president's legal efforts in Nevada. In a Sunday press conference, Schlapp said that an election worker saw a van marked Biden-Harris with open ballots inside. The whistleblower, who worked as a poll worker from October 17th to 30th, complained about a Biden-Harris bus or van that was often stationed outside the polling place that would often have speakers, dancers, music, and other festivities going on, and whose organizers had to be told several times a day to stay 100 feet from the polling location. He also said that the voters without proper identification were permitted to cast provisional ballots. The biggest shock claim, though, dealt with improperly filled out ballots in the van belonging to supporters of presumptive President-elect Joe Biden, whom he saw while on a lunch break walk on October 28th or 29th. I personally witnessed two people handling multiple unopened mail-in ballots envelopes to two other people who then opened and filled out the ballots against the side of the Biden-Harris van, the affidavit said. The same two people who marked the ballots then put the marked ballots in official pink and white envelopes. These people were not poll workers. The affidavit continued, by my final walking lap, there were 5 or 6 additional people who formed a human wall, which moved as I walked by, apparently in an attempt to block my view of the 4 people who were opening envelopes, marking ballots, and placing those ballots in pink and white return envelopes. The whistleblower recalled reporting the incident to a supervisor, who then called the Clark County Election Office to no avail. Oh boy. Someone there told her nothing could be done about the ballots or envelopes being handled outside at the Biden-Harris area. The whistleblower said in the affidavit, the election official added the ballot harvesting is legal in Nevada, according to the affidavit, but that practice is not what the whistleblower detailed. Ballot harvesting is, so basically, they said, hey, this is happening. And the election official said, well, ballot harvesting is legal. They said, that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, but ballot harvesting is legal. Okay, but that's not what they're. But ballot harvesting is a legal process in the state of Nevada. Yeah, but that's not what's going. But ballot harvesting is legal. I'm hanging up the phone now, sir. Goodbye. What's up, dude? John.
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, man?
You had to take a pause.
You having a good time, buddy?
Well, no, I didn't have to take a pause. The mic, I turned it off for a sec.
To take a pause. I got you.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing?
John, help me out here. I'm losing my mind. What is this shit?
I would say don't lose your mind. It is what it is. I mean, it's funny. It's funny that people think that, I'm sure there are some people that are upset with everything that's going on right now. Me, it's just like, been there, been there. So, I mean, I remember the Florida fiasco as back in 2000, my first voting experience. So to me, this is way different. Don't get me wrong.
Right?
This is like way more screwy than anything that I remember experiencing back then. But look, if when it's all said and done and the dust clears, Biden is president, whatever. I mean, I'm I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm going to be like, I'll think it's messed up, if it's because of course it's going to be marred by all these other extenuating circumstances surrounding it, right?
Yeah.
All these things, these questions, it's going to kind of leave a little bit of an asterisk, kind of a little cloud over it, like how it was with W. I mean, when he took office, there was that little bit of a cloud over it because of everything that happened in Florida. Even though from all accounts, it seemingly he would have won Florida anyways, there's always going to be that question, no matter what.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Course, yeah. So,
it just it's just wild, man. It's completely unprecedented, and it's just I said it a while ago. I think I told people, I said, look, if Biden wins, it's gonna be because of some shenanigans, and here we are. You know what I mean? Shenanigans are afoot, and it's maybe they're legitimate, maybe they're not. Who knows? I mean, but then again, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Can I be honest with you right now, John?
What's up?
I don't think they're legitimate.
You don't think they're legitimate?
I don't think any of this is legitimate.
You, Crow? Sure.
But
sure.
Right? Like,
I believe that's 0%. It's just, it's obviously fishy, but like I said, it's not going to be, to me, the way I see it is, again, if for whatever reason, things don't align for Trump and Biden ends up, becoming president, people are all happy. Oh, Trump's gone. This and the other. Okay, I mean, he's gone. Good for you. Y'all got your way. But you're gonna have a president in office that's essentially a living dead person. That's not really gonna accomplish anything in office. You know what I mean?
Do you think they're gonna kill him?
Okay. No. I don't think that. I think. Well, no. He's already. Bro, here's the thing. Here's what you don't know. Or he's already dead, bro.
No. They're not gonna.
He's already dead, bro. He's a zombie.
They're not gonna cut his.
I have a serious question for you guys.
He's gonna choke.
How do you kill a dead man?
How do you kill a dead man? You shoot him in the head. Don't you play Resident Evil, dude? They're gonna kill Joe Biden.
He's a zombie already.
Okay. They're going to assassinate
He's
Joe Biden
dead,
by shooting him in the head. That's your, because he's a zombie.
Well, I think they're just not going to cut his steak cubes small enough, and he's just going to choke. But whatever, it's whatever.
Bro, it's just again,
cyanide Jello.
I think he's going to be a largely ineffective president. He's not going to put any policies in place, I think, that are going to be of any kind of significance. He's certainly not going to have the way I see the senator back him up. So it's fine. It's just like, all right, cool. You guys got this guy into office who's largely going to be ineffective. I guess if mediocrity is the standard for you, then good job.
I mean, mediocrity is definitely a standard for them.
Is Joe Biden Palpatine and Kamala Harris Ray?
The fuck?
Are they related?
Why? Okay. Of all the references, why the hell would you use a Star Wars sequel film reference like that?
That's not answering the question.
No, it doesn't need to be answered. Why would?
It kind of does, because I asked it. You should be polite.
I don't need to hear about Rise of Skywalker.
Is Joe Biden Chancellor Palpatine?
Yes. Use your hatred. Okay. All right. So this is Nevada shit. Okay. Wait, Biden is a placeholder for Kamala. I believe it. And you know what?
I think that's partially true too. I think that's a very real possibility too, especially when you have when you had Nancy Pelosi out there talking about trying to invoke the 25th Amendment and things like that. Look, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if Biden has dementia or not. You know what I mean? But let's entertain the theory that he does, right? That he does have some degree of dementia. It's not going to get better. I mean, you can't once you have dementia. There's no you all you can do is delay the inevitable. You can get put on medication that will, that might slow it down, but it's not going to stop.
John
You know what
figured
I mean?
it out. That's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna fuck with his medication. Oh my god, dude.
Well,
Kamala Harris.
no. Well, I mean, if they get him off the medication, but make no mistake. I mean, if there's an opportunity, if you think if Nancy Pelosi comes to Kamala and is just like, hey, listen, let's get Biden out.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
think so.
She'll absolutely go for it. She'll be like,
she's
so what
tougher,
you're saying is, if I help you, you'll help me. You'll help me. All right, let's do it.
The only thing I can say to that is that would be very embarrassing that the first female president is one voted in by process who was not able to get a single fucking vote when she ran in the primaries.
All right.
Okay, but
well, that's the only way she would be.
hold on. I gotta read the super chat. Hold on. Good. Let the woke flow through you.
Palpatine. Like,
Good. Let the woke flow through you.
I know, right? As he fucking blasts, like, I don't know, the FBI with lightning.
Unlimited wokeness.
Dude, two theories. Kamala is going to wear Joe Biden mask and shave her head and everything and pose to be him. They're going to lock him in the closet, you know what I mean, with cupcakes.
Okay,
so he doesn't complain.
Guys, we have another story in Nevada. We have the story of the Biden-Harris van and a sworn affidavit that was in that same article, right? Sworn affidavit in that article. They saw a Biden-Harris van doing this shit, okay? And that when they called the election office, they ignored it and they said it's ballot harvesting. It's totally legal, even though that is not what they were alleging. Okay, but this story here. Election whistleblower in Nevada alleges ballots with faulty signatures were counted in affidavit. The affidavit has been sent to the Department of Justice. A whistleblower in Nevada has filed an affidavit alleging that Clark County, election supervisors counted mail-in ballots despite a series of concerns with the signatures on them. The affidavit obtained first by the Washington Examiner has been sent to the Justice Department. According to the document, on November 6th, a counting board member for the Clark County Elections Office quit due to concerns about how the votes were being counted. I personally witnessed disregard of signature verification as well as other irregularities, reads the partially redacted affidavit. While working, I observed a significant number of signatures on mail-in ballots I believe did not match the name and shouldn't have been reviewed. When I asked the supervisors, redacted, so that's the name of the person, and others about it, instead of taking the ballots to verify the signature in the election database, the supervisor told me to push the envelope through without verification. Okay, you have two people working on this, right? Working at the polling, counting these fucking ballots, stating in one's case, they had ballots unfilled out in the back of a Biden-Harris bus, and they formed a human wall of people to stop people from looking at them, okay, filling out the ballots in the bus, right? In this other case, Ben. In this other case, you have an election official who quit because they were told to push through ballots without signature verification. I mean, are these two people willing to lie under oath? Maybe. But what's more likely? That the same people who believe in their hearts that Donald Trump is a fascist and a dictator and a racist and a Nazi and a white supremacist are willing to, bend the rules a little bit. Because, they have to stop the fascist dictator, evil Nazi man. Is it more likely that two people have just lied under oath, or are the same people who believe that Orange Cheeto dictator is ruining the world and wants to install a Fourth Reich in America, that they're willing to just, cheat a little bit? Because ends justify the means. Whatever gets the orange evil Nazi Cheeto dictator out of office.
Look, what I've always noticed when it comes down to these situations is that people with the kind of emotional and mental instability that people that are of that woke variety have, are more willing to go to extremes, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to lie. It's one thing to lie, right? There could be people lying about, on those affidavits that are for Trump, right? In order to try to help him, it's possible. But then you're going that extra step, right? Taking actions like, actually messing around with documentation, getting rid of it, actually taking actions outside of just lying, right? And I could see that. I can see a scenario where that happens, with some of these deranged, just people that are always with the same rhetoric about Trump, how evil he is, orange man bad, all that stuff. I can see him going to those extremes.
I mean, that's my only point here, right? It's everything that they said about Donald Trump. You really tell me they can't justify bending the rules a little bit to favor them? Because, I mean, that just seems logical. Like, why wouldn't you, if you're really talking about opposing a Nazi, why wouldn't you do whatever it took, no matter what it takes? Right?
Well, however, you would have to rationalize it to yourself to do those kind of actions that you might not normally do, right? I mean, I don't know if you saw that video of the one guy saying that he was willing to lie, cheat, and steal, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that? The one guy talking about he's willing to lie, cheat, and steal to do stuff, and hey, some people are. And I'm not saying it's not. It's mutually exclusive to people that voted for Biden. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there, that would do the same thing for Trump, which is not good. But the thing is, normal people with actual, I guess a functioning brain know better than that. They know not to go to those extremes. You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do something.
Did you just accuse Biden supporters of not having a functional brain?
I'm saying anybody who doesn't have a normal functioning brain, and that could be anybody. Biden.
I'm just teasing.
But you know what I mean? Like these people they're extremely emotional, that tend to be on the woke side, that are usually overly emotional. Not to say that people like that on the right don't exist, because obviously they do. But anybody is willing to go to the extreme if they can rationalize it to themselves.
And that's all I'm saying here. These people have rationalized that Donald Trump is literally worse than Hitler. And they're going to tell me that if they thought that Donald Trump even stood a small chance of winning, that they wouldn't, just try to make sure that didn't happen. Because we're literally talking about someone who's literally worse than Hitler, literally. It would explain all of the shenanigans. And maybe the shenanigans didn't amount to anything, because, you just do not know. But if you want to tell me, right, and this is the thing about that statement from Jake fucking Tapper, where he's sitting there saying, you need to have grace in defeat, and the fact that you would even dare challenge these elections, what will your future employer think? I mean, that's really going to restore my fucking confidence. You telling me that if I don't accept it, my future employment may be in jeopardy? Really? That doesn't tell me, I guess you're right, Mr. Jake Tapper. Please don't contact my future employer. Like, what? That doesn't restore any confidence. All you're telling me is shut the fuck up, or I will guarantee in the future you're done.
Look, Jake Tapper works for CNN. That's all you need to know. You know what I mean? That in itself.
Are you accusing Jake Tapper of CNN of being biased?
Yeah, CNN probably has the biggest bone to pick with Trump.
Yeah, I mean,
well, the thing is, it's not even about bias. CNN's a freaking joke, dude, and they've been a joke since the 90s. It's funny because people forget, dude. Look, I was a kid when this all happened, all right?
Yeah.
But people forget, man. CNN's been faking news since bro, a long time, bro. And you can even go back. There's still videos up that you could find online of when they were faking news reports of being out in Iraq and in Kuwait during Operation Desert Storm. It's hilarious. It's like they were literally inside a studio filming. You know what I mean? Saying that they were out in like a combat zone. It is so funny. It's like and the thing is, it's like for me, they pulled a good con because some people, I guess some people have forgot, man. I didn't forget because that shit was all over all the other news stations that were clowning them for it.
Yeah.
That was a big story back in the day, and it's just like they've been faking news for a long time, man. And the thing is,
I just gotta say, I still remember when Jim Acosta, the ultimate fucking bootlicker, goes to Obama in a press conference and asks him, "So, sir, was this your best week ever?" I'm just like, "The fuck are you doing, dude? Like, get like, seriously, like, get off your fucking knees. Stop polishing it, right? Fucking CNN, dude."
I would say low blow, but then I don't want that to be taken out of conjecture. So,
I mean, yes, it was definitely a very low blow.
I'm sure it was.
It was totally low blow.
Yeah,
took a while, but he finished the job.
Now media in general, they are, I don't know, they're all full of shit. Like, I remember somebody like tacked together every like news outlet that there was, and then they're like, "Hey, we're sorry, what the hell was it? They're trying to say clarity. They're trying to be more transparent and clarity and shit."
yeah. Oh, my bad. I misspoke earlier when I said I meant to say not Iraq and Kuwait, but Saudi Arabia, when they were out there trying to say that they were like out in Saudi Arabia and stuff, during that whole ordeal. But
oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. But like, I mean, here, dude, I get it's fake news, but I don't like the implicit threat there, right? That if you don't accept the results, just think about what will happen to you in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, dude, that you even need to say that to people should really tell you that you're on the wrong side of things. But I don't think they give a shit about being on the wrong side of things. I think they care most. I just think they care about themselves. They're terrible, awful, scumbag human beings that have trash opinions and are trash people and likely eat trash because you are what you eat, and that would explain why they're so full of fucking trash. Was that too much? Did I go too far there?
No, I mean, look.
Did I offend trash people?
You went at the low blow. Like, it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, good.
Because
fuck those
they
guys.
just want to. They don't care about the truth. They just want to be right. That's all it is.
That's mostly everybody too, though. Everybody's like that. Like,
a lot of people are,
yeah.
But especially news media, you know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, it shouldn't be that way. That's the thing, right? It really shouldn't be that way, and unfortunately it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so let's we've covered Nevada, right? We got two separate cases that they are alleging fraud, okay, with signed affidavits. So at this point, like, I think the problem with the left is they only decide things are they decide everything's a lack of evidence unless they want it to be evidence, right? So I remember when the Kavanaugh hearings were happening, they said, well, there is evidence against Kavanaugh. It is a sworn statement of that Ford lady, right? Well, yes, a signed affidavit, testimony under oath is technically evidence. Now, is it proof? No, but it is evidence. It is a signed affidavit alleging corruption. Does that mean anything? Well, no, not unless you can back some of the claims of that evidence up. But I'm just saying, you have two people willing to go under oath, and if you're telling me like they're lying, maybe, but I think it's far more likely that a group of fucking zealots would, bend the rules a little bit. Oh, buddy, take care, Kai. Have a good night, man. I left you something, the Crow Discord. I'll check it out. Rev, I'm trash. No, you're not, buddy. You're my bestest chat, buddy, because you always get me going. Had ancestors who lived through the Horde Nazi era. Whenever I hear worse than Hitler, I want to time warp the fucker screaming it to 1940s Auschwitz. Damn. I mean, yeah, but like, kind of, because like they just use that term to attack people with no understanding what it actually means. Okay, so okay, what is this? The Detroit News. Is that what I was trying to pull up? Give me just 1 second, guys. Oh, no, that's a video. I don't want to watch that. Here we go. So let's take a look at this one again from Detroit. Detroit lawsuit alleges new problems at TCF County Center, citing 5 affidavits. So five affidavits. A third lawsuit has been filed over Michigan's vote count. This one filed in Wayne County Circuit Court and alleging problems with the counting process at TCF Center in Detroit. The filing relies on the affidavits of 4 Republican poll challengers and a City of Detroit employees who said she worked in the city's election headquarters through September, a satellite clerk's office in October, and the TCF Center the day after the election. Besides the affidavits, no actual evidence of the alleged incidents issues were presented. Okay. The allegations range from restrictions on poll challengers to late arriving batches of absentee ballots to the encouragement of early voters to cast their ballots for Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden. I mean, like, the thing is that just all sounds like things that they would actually do, right? And that, I mean, again, but you have 5 people who are willing to testify under oath. If you are alleging that all of these different people in these different states are going to testify under oath to a fucking lie, maybe, but I think it's far more likely that the same people who think that Orange Cheeto Nazi dictator worse than Hitler, man, I think that those zealots are willing to do bad things and justify it by, Orange Cheeto Nazi Hitler man, worse than Hitler man, a sick combination of Mao and Hitler, but lacking the beloved communism of Mao. That this individual is so bad that we must get him out by any means necessary. Why are you laughing, Laura?
I was stupid shit going on in my head.
What?
No, I was going to ask you, I was like, do you think Trump cries? What do you think he cries like? Do you think he cries like an accordion, like deflating, like, and it's just like, fucking, do you think his tears smell like Cheetos? Because you keep saying Cheetos, and that's all I'm thinking about. Like, what if he fragrance of Cheetos? Plus, the memes are actually really funny going on in your Discord right now.
Sorry, hold on. Let me take a look. Oh my god, I'm never gonna unsee this. Oh god, this is bad.
Which one?
Hold on. Let me see if I can share this application window.
Oh, I sent it to you in the DMs if it's what I'm thinking it is.
There you go.
Yeah, they look alike. Like,
They do.
They look alike, dude.
The nose is a little dissimilar, but other than that, yeah, the same lips.
Give it the 4 years, like.
Oh my god. I don't think he'll last for 4 years.
Do my bidding, Kamala, and go out.
The attack from the Republicans has left me horribly scarred and disfigured.
Execute Order 66. He's just chewing his jello.
Let's be clear.
Kamala, come into my office. Execute Order 69.
Ew.
I mean, it fits, though. It fits. He's a fucking pervert, and she gets on her knees to whoever can give her a better position.
Did you ever see the fucking Dragon Ball one?
Dude, that shit was creepy.
That shit was hilarious. That's my favorite meme. That's my favorite fucking.
Oh no! Did you see the Dragon Ball animation?
Oh yeah, I sent that to you.
Dude, that tripped me the fuck out.
Dude, it was great.
It was like the domestic abuse arc of Dragon Ball Z. I was like,
okay, well that wasn't funny, but I'm talking about like. I'm talking about like usually just like Goku's talking shit. I'm like, Goku's usually the idiot.
I know, right?
Like he's like, yeah, he's talking shit.
Like that was your educated guess, Chi-Chi.
Where did you go to school? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, what the fuck is that?
You grew up in the wild, you prick. No, my favorite's like, throw it into my mouth. He's like, it's like that superimposed shit.
Okay. No one knows what we're talking about.
All right.
I'm just saying. We're like so deep into our own shit right now.
Sorry.
It's so funny. Okay. Hold on. Let's get back into it. What?
Well, I'll send it to you later, John.
Okay. Another story from Detroit. Detroit election worker ordered to backdate ballots witnessed Democratic coaching at polls. Oof. I mean, an election worker in Detroit, as well as a GOP poll watcher, alleged that they witnessed potential voter fraud and suspicious conduct in sworn affidavits as part of an election lawsuit in Michigan. The election fraud lawsuit was filed in Detroit with affidavits alleging backdating ballots, no matching signatures. It includes an affidavit from a city employee claiming she was asked to backdate ballots. National correspondent Matt Finn at Fox News reported. Okay, so there's a tweet about it. A Detroit election worker, Jesse Jacob, testified. Oh, what the fuck is that? Fuck Hyundai Tucson. A Detroit election.
Yeah, I'm
worker,
gonna have
Jesse,
to.
what?
I'm gonna have to head out.
Oh, dude,
All
take
right.
it easy.
My bad.
We'll probably,
I'm gonna have to head
no,
out.
you're good. You're good. Take it easy, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Everybody say
Otherwise,
goodbye
you
to
guys
John.
Adios.
Bye,
Take
buddy.
care, chat. All right,
Thank you,
later.
man. Okay, so, guys, we'll probably only go for like another 25 minutes, I think, and then we'll wrap up for the night. And just as a reminder, tomorrow at 10 a.m., we will be premiering our video about the RV6 bullshit. I tagged, I basically started posting clips of the incident on Twitter. That way I could read through everything that was going on and play the videos. I had that video already uploaded onto the channel. I'll put it as a premiere for everybody if you are interested in the shutting down of RV6 by YouTube, which honestly, I know you're not going to believe it from me, but I am in full support of because those guys are fucking criminals. Okay. Second, at 12 o'clock, I will be posting the video clip of us going through the Gateway Pundits article. I hope that it's true, and I hope that they are not lying. Also, guys, did you see this tweet? Okay, I'll pull that up right now. Actually, or can you pull it up right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep reading through this article, okay? Okay, so Detroit election worker J.C. Jacobs, so she testified. I processed absentee ballot packages to be sent to voters while I worked at the election headquarters in September 2020. Along with 70 to 80 other poll workers, I was instructed by my supervisor to adjust the mailing date of these absentee ballot packages to be dated earlier than they were actually sent. The supervisor was making announcements for all workers to engage in this practice, Jacob testified, according to the lawsuit. In another instance, Jacob allegedly witnessed Detroit election workers coaching voters to cast ballots for Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden. I directly observed on a daily basis City of Detroit election workers and employees coaching and trying to coach voters to vote for Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. I witnessed these workers and employees encouraging voters to go straight Democrat ballot, Jacob said. I witnessed these election workers and employees going over to the voting booths with voters in order to watch them vote and coach them. That is, if that's true, that is way over the fucking line. During the last 2 weeks while working at the satellite location, I was specifically instructed by my supervisor not to ask for driver's license or any photo ID when a person was trying to vote, Jacob added. The lawsuit also includes a sworn affidavit from former Michigan Assistant Attorney General and GOP poll watcher Zachary Larson, who said that as he oversaw the ballot counting process, election workers appeared to be counting ballots for non-eligible voters. I mean, okay, so this guy is a former assistant AG. He gave his own sworn affidavit too. Last week, a Michigan judge rejected a lawsuit by the Trump campaign on the grounds that the campaign had not produced any evidence to back up their charges of voter fraud. This would appear to change the scenario. Major media outlets called the presidential race for Biden over the weekend, most after calling the state of Pennsylvania for the former vice president after President Trump held a large election night lead. Consequently, a legal challenges brought by the Trump campaign and a slew of battleground states are working through the courts and aim to shift the outcome of some races. Trump issued a statement after media outlets declared Biden the winner, asserting the presidential election was not final pending the outcome of his lawsuits filed in states such as Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Nevada, Daily Wire reported. The simple fact is this election is far from over. Joe Biden has not been certified as the winner of any states, let alone any of the highly contested states headed for mandatory recounts or states where our campaign has valid and legitimate legal challenges that could determine the ultimate victor, Trump said. Okay, so what is that tweet? Did you find it?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay.
What is it? It's Don Winslow. And he's like, my 2020 New Year's resolution early. Nobody gets off. That helped Trump. Nobody. He deleted it.
Wait, what? Oh. I have the worst. I just have this thing saying I have the worst feeling.
You gotta scroll down.
Okay, here's my 2021 New Year's resolution. Nobody gets off that helped Trump. Nobody. Okay, that's a good transition to the next topic. I have one more story about Pennsylvania. This is about the Pennsylvania mail carrier saying he was ordered to collect late ballots. And you have another sworn affidavit from this individual. I just got to say, if it was just former Republican politicians coming out, poll watchers and everything, making these statements, but you have people that just work there. You have an election official. You have mail carriers. You have people at the post office all coming over with sworn affidavits. I think at a certain point, we really need to look into this shit. Okay? Because you have people willing to go on the record and testify under oath. And it's disgusting to me that you would just say they're all liars. Ignore them, ignore them, ignore it, ignore it. La, 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 la. I cannot hear you. I mean, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Did you get the video I sent you the other day, Crow, about some Australian news network calling out your election? I saw that. And I think it's great that other fucking countries are like going out there and saying, this is some bullshit. Oh, man. Okay. I think it's funny. Okay, so Joe Biden says that if he is declared president, which he already believes he is president, but the man has dementia, so whatever, that he will bring about, he's going to bring about unity. He will unify all of his grand supporters with all the Trump chumps. And I say that because he actually called a bunch of Trump supporters chumps because they were blowing horns when he was doing his little speech. Well, he was still on the campaign trail, to be fair. But I want to go into the Dan Winslow thing. But before I do that, I want to remind everybody, AOC, right? Alexandria Ocasio, something, said that she wanted she wanted to know if anybody was archiving all the Trump sycophants who had supported Trump, so that because they were going to all backtrack. So basically, she called for a list of her political enemies, the dissidents of society, right? And yeah, it's not just AOC. Like, as we already said, that there is something called the Trump Accountability Network, where they are tracking anybody who has provided any aid to the Trump campaign. There is another website that tracks anyone who has donated to the Trump campaign, like flags their address on a map and everything. What's up?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but I have to take off, man.
Okay. This is the last story, so you're good, buddy.
All right. Thanks for having me. Good night.
Good night. Okay, so last story of the night, guys. AOC called for a list of Trump supporters, right? She wants political dissidents. And we all know how socialists do when they have lists of their political opposition. Normally, it doesn't really end too well for the people on those lists, as people in Venezuela and the Philippines and all these other dictatorships can kind of tell you. But if anyone's just going to say, oh, it's just AOC, a junior congresswoman, she doesn't know what she's talking about, she's a cunt, whatever. I agree with all those statements. But I want to be very clear here. Joe Biden called for unity. All right. Well, here's the problem. Former First Lady of the United States. Let's remember that tens of millions of people voted for the status quo, even when it meant supporting lies, hate, chaos, and division. We've got a lot of work to do to reach out to these folks in the years ahead of us, connect with them on what unites us. I like the call for unity there. I do have an issue with the fact that she said they voted for the status quo, even if it meant supporting lies, hate, chaos, and division. So you didn't vote for Trump for any actual reason. You did it because you're a selfish, greedy bastard, and you would gladly support chaos and division in order to benefit yourself. It really sounds like you want to unify with people. It does. It does. And that was great coming from the, former First Lady of the United States to see. Actually, just beautiful. But let's go a little bit deeper, right? So this is the tweet from Dan Winslow. He deleted it. Here's my 2021 New Year's resolution early. Nobody gets off that helped Trump. Nobody. Dan Winslow's a worthless piece of shit, and I would not be concerned about anything from this man, right? But this is the mentality of a lot of people on the left, right? It's not that they want to take out Trump. They want to end Trump. They want to see Trump dismantled. They don't want to see just Trump dismantled. They want to see anybody who ever supported Trump gone, removed, take them out. I know it maybe you think I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, right? But I don't know how to say this, but I kind of feel like, they actually feel that way because they've talked about Trump and his supporters in the worst possible way, right? When we make fun of Biden supporters, we make fun of them. When they talk about Trump supporters, there's hatred there, okay? There's vileness there. There's wickedness. There is this deranged mentality that these people that don't agree with them are all evil, bad people. Okay. So seeing that tweet from Dan Winslow, it doesn't surprise me. Seeing the stuff from Jake Tapper doesn't surprise me. Seeing the statement from Michelle Obama calling for unity while also stating these people are selfish and greedy and evil bastards who only care about themselves. I'm telling you right now, we do need to stick together, right? Like we absolutely need to stick together. Okay. And by we, I mean literally anybody who's not fucking batshit insane. Because I'm okay saying like I'm wrong at times, and I have been wrong. Okay, I'm okay saying that. You know what? Look, if Trump exhausts all of his legal recourses and he still loses, Joe Biden is the president. I'm okay with that. What they're saying is, if I even ask a fucking question, I have to be worried about my future employment. No, I don't. So if you're on the side of like human decency and you actually care about free and fair elections and you actually want to make sure that everybody is like not disenfranchised and they all want to go out and vote and they all want to feel like their vote matters, let's do the right thing. Let's ask the right questions. Let's file the lawsuits. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. And now the right has its crazy zealots. Actually, let me end this with a funny video mocking some of the religious zealotry that happens on the right. Just so you know that I'm not totally biased or anything like that. Just a little biased, just a wee little bit. But I think you all really like it. Okay, I don't know if I've ever played it for you guys, but I think maybe I did it in one stream. But you're all gonna like it, believe me. Here we go.
Strike and strike and strike and strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now.
Little fucking Giuliani's.
They're coming here. They're coming here from Africa, from South America. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now.
Kenneth Copeland, right, Rev?
They're coming here. They're coming here from Africa, from South America. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says
There you go, buddy. There you go. Just for you.
Sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. Angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now.
What the fuck?
Oh, guys, you got to check out that channel. You have to check out that channel. I'm telling you right now. Those guys are fucking amazing. Okay? Those guys are legitimately fucking amazing. You have to go check them out. You have to go sub to that channel. And yeah, I guarantee you we're going to get more remixes because it's not over yet. Yeah, again, I urge everybody who watches this, that watches my streams, if Donald Trump goes through the legal processes and he still loses, we have to accept the results of the election 100%. But that does not mean that because I'm saying that we just ignore the fact that we have to challenge it legally. We absolutely do. There are way too many questions here. If the Gateway Pundits article is to be believed, meaning they did not lie, they did not make it up, which is possible, right? It is totally possible that they lied and they made all that shit up and they doctored the photos, all of it, right? We need to figure out why there is a 19,000 vote swing in one county in Wisconsin, which is a state that Joe Biden has won by 20,500 votes as of right now. We need answers to these questions because we do not answer them and we just certify the results and we just say Donald Trump needs to concede. You will have 70 plus million people who will never trust the elections, period. Period. We need actual answers to what's going on. And when we have those answers, if Donald Trump loses, Donald Trump loses. I'm totally happy to say that. And again, Republicans have made serious gains. And I mean, legitimately good gains for conservatives. Absolutely. The federal judges that Trump has appointed is amazing. The Supreme Court has a strong conservative majority. Amazing. State legislatures are now controlled by Republicans, meaning unlike last time with redistricting being done by Democrats, Republicans have access to do that now. And that lasts for 10 years. These are all great gains that Republicans have made, gains in the House. The Senate, I'm telling you, is going to stay with the Republicans too. So again, I'm not a fan of all Republicans. But what I mean is it is a good check on the powers that the Democrats have right now, assuming that they do take the executive office. I hope that they don't, but at the end of the day, let's do the right thing. Let's challenge it. Let's ignore the fucking jackasses like Jake Tapper. Let's get serious answers to the questions that we have. And that's all I'm urging for. That's what I urge you guys to do. So I want to say thank you all again for tuning into another stream with us. We'll be on live tomorrow. I will have a video coming up about the absolute insanity going on, okay, in the RV6 bullshit. I have a video going on at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I will air a premiere for it. Okay. We'll have another video at noon with just the clip of us going over the Gateway Pundit article. Okay. And we will do our stream tomorrow talking more about RE6. We'll do another story time. We still have to finish up the Bat Cousin fan fiction. All right. I know I'll do the voices and everything because I love you guys. But yeah, fuck RV6. Like that shit's insane. Rev, I'm sure you're gonna like the video. I'll tag you in it when I post it. Anyways, guys, thank you again to everybody on Patreon. Remember, if you guys want to be entered in for a special raffle, just the Patreon members, all you have to do, $1 on Patreon. Pixlexia, Rev, Alexa Graham, Luna Karanina, Geeky Pixie, Steve DeLive, Jess, Kat Thomas, Julian Cyan, Dagger, Ali, Mr. Holmesley, Katie Imbro, Lauren S., Ravenous Hound, Chris Anonymous, Origami Maria, Devil Hunter Nero. Thank you so much all for supporting us on Patreon. Thank you all for tuning into these streams. And I will see you here tomorrow. Same great time, same amazing channel with the best host ever, which is me. And I know I can say that because I'm an expert on all things Crow. And I can tell you,